Hello. Hey everyone. I'm just getting everything set up here. So thank you for your patience as I transition into this new format. Right. Hello everyone. Thank you for being here with me. I'm a little early here, just getting used to this platform. Hello. And just looking, there's a lot to look at on my screen. So that's what I'm doing. Just getting the lay of the land. And please feel free to put a comment. In fact, I would love if you do. That way I can see how they show up for me here. So if you're here, even if you just write, I'm here, that would be great. So I'm just, I know we still have a minute. And let me just looking here. And if you are here, if you could write that you can hear me, that would be great. I can't quite see. Hello, welcome everyone. If you could, oh, here, I see a name. Laura, hello, thank you. Hey, Laura. So I'm guessing you can hear me, great. And then we'll start right on time. I know many of you are gonna catch the replay. And so welcome everyone. So if you're here already, I just invite you to just get settled, start to take some nice breaths. Hey, Judy. Okay, I get it. This is where the comments will appear. Thank you. You can hear me well. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I also know there's a little delay. There's always like a little delay in the transmission. So I'm just noticing that. So thank you, everyone. Okay, it is 1 o'clock, so we're going to get started. Welcome, everyone, to the opening ceremony of this 7-day journey of healing with Mother Mary. I am so delighted and honored to be facilitating this space with you. And I'm so excited to open the doors, right? Open the temple doors of this 7-day journey. And so I know some of you are here live. I'm so grateful. And if you're here live, I'll probably have a chance to pull a card for each of you, depending. And if you're watching the replay, I know that you are part of this. You're part of this, of co-creating this sacred holy space. So let's all of us gather together in this moment and connect with our heart and connect with this moment, this appointment that we all had with Mother Mary, with your own higher self, with your angels, with your divine purpose, even before we knew it consciously. And so, I want to say a little bit more about that. I didn't know I was going to do this till about a week ago as I was taking a walk. And I was in prayer as I was walking, as I often am. I'm sure many of you as well, when you're in nature, so often when we're amongst the trees, it's easier to pierce the veil, right? To hear our soul, to hear these divine beings. And Mother Mary really brought up very clearly, like, Easter is next month. The whole, the time to really acknowledge our rebirth and resurrection, to really step into, to cross an important threshold. And so she really brought this message strongly of offering a healing. And I thought it was going to be one class to purge and detoxify and clear whatever blocks are present physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, so that you can step into that resurrection, into that rebirth in a deeper way. And why is that? That is so that you can take on your mantle of leadership, so that you can be this beautiful beacon of light, this beautiful earth angel, this beautiful priestess, holy woman, holy man. This goes beyond any gender identification. And then she was really clear, like, no, this is meant to be a 7-day consecutive journey, because it's going to clear. And she said, and she's been adding to this, I heard 7 generations, past and future. And then she was like 7 timelines. And today's like 7,000 lifetimes, which again, the point being that this is going to be a deep, deep clearing and healing. So if you are here, please know that you are ready for it. And so I invite you to bring your awareness to your physical body, this body that is your vessel, right? This body that is the vehicle, that is the altar that moves you through this physical reality. So think about that we are all invited to be these beautiful walking altars. And what is an altar? An altar is a holy space. An altar is both a mirror, like it mirrors back to us our own divinity, our own sacredness. And it's also an entryway into a deeper connection. So thinking of our own beautiful heart as an altar, and your own physicality as an altar, not just for your own awakening, but for the awakening of humanity. Like, that's what this is about. This isn't a small prayer. This is a grand prayer. And so you connect with your body from the crown of your head all the way to your toes. Connect with your body with deep reverence and honor. And connect with your body, because Mother Mary is already, bringing this awareness that our physical body can hold a lot of trauma. And this is something I've been reflecting on a lot for some time now. So I'm already hearing that this will be absolutely a clearing of trauma and grief from your physicality, from your physical body, from your cells, from your bone marrow, she is saying. And so I invite all of us here, whether you're here live or you're catching the replay, to visualize those roots of light going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet, deep, deep into the earth. So we're doing this to connect with beautiful Mother Earth, to connect with her wisdom. She knows how to clear the body. She knows how to compost what we're not supposed to hold anymore. She knows how to recycle. She knows how to dissolve the grief and turn it into compost, into something beautiful, something that nourishes and feeds. And so that is why we connect to Mother Earth in this way. So all of us, all of you here live and all of you watching the replay, take a moment to do that. And Mother Mary, she's already kind of bringing this like transmission of deepening all of our abilities to connect with the earth in this way. This isn't about escaping our life here on earth, even though at times it can seem so painful and chaotic and confusing. Mother Mary and all of the beautiful ascended masters remind us that we chose to be here. And so as our roots are going deep into the earth, I feel the collective energy of our group. And if there's anything that already you're feeling you're being called to lay down, to release, It might be something as simple as nervousness or other people's energy, or it might be something that feels deeper, like a trauma or a grief. Just go ahead and set that intention. And if you want to write it in the chat, please feel free to do that. If you're called to just write what it is that you are laying down. It's interesting that that's how it's being phrased today. It's not releasing, it's like laying it down. What are you laying down as we open this 7-day journey? What are you laying down? Like, yep, I'm laying that down. Self-doubt, self-judgment, and just any. So this is an invitation for to lay down any sort of way that you're punishing yourself or hurting yourself or not allowing yourself to receive your own compassion. And so whatever it is, we lay it down together. Because our power to both lay down and also to receive and embrace is magnified when we gather together. And so as that happens, as you lay it down, start to breathe in through your roots an energy of alignment, an energy of flow, an energy of confidence. Even if these might seem far away in this moment, everything you're looking for is already within you. So even if when I say the word confidence, if you're feeling, well, I'm not feeling confident in this moment, that's okay. Just call that in, because that is part of you, this divine confidence, this divine knowing of who you are, even if you're not aware of it yet. So alignment, confidence, flow, and this energy of abundance. Thank you, Zoe. So good to see you're here. And so being with that energy of abundance, that's really, really, let's take a moment to slow this down and to welcome that energy of abundance in a deeper way than you've ever felt before. Or no, that's not the right word, that you've ever allowed before. So you don't need to feel it in this moment. Don't put that pressure on yourself, but just allowing this energy, this transmission of abundance on all levels. Yes, financial, but more than that, there's this abundance of grace, abundance. Yeah, let's be with that one. Abundance of grace. Receive an abundance of grace, an abundance of blessings, an abundance of healing, an abundance of miracles, an abundance of transformation. So what's happening right now, we're weaving this into this 7-day journey, that throughout these 7 days, there will be an abundance of miracles and grace and healing and transformation, an abundance of clarity. I'm hearing clarity. So wherever there seems to be confusion in your life, or wherever there seems to be illusion, there is going to be an abundance of clarity. And Mary Magdalene, I'm feeling her energy, her beautiful diamond light, right? Her diamond light that comes in just wipes out the illusion. So we welcome an abundance of clarity, an abundance of courage. And the courage, see, Mother Mary, she's so powerful and gentle. And she's so attuned to our fears. And so she's reassuring everyone that when she says abundance of courage, that some of our traumatized parts can hear that and go into a place of bracing ourselves, like, oh, I'm going to need to be courageous because all these scary things are going to happen. And that's not what she is saying. She's saying this abundance of courage, the courage to trust your higher self, to trust that you are beloved, that you are protected, that everything that's unfolding in your life, even if through the physical eyes, it looks incredibly scary or confusing or frightening or unfair, and it's okay to have your feelings about that. But even, and especially those times, there is this transmission of courage, the courage to keep turning back to your light, to your truth, to your love. So there's like this wind of abundance that's flowing in through your whole body, through your whole nervous system. Now I'm still traveling up. I'm going to get to the crown, but Mother Mary's really just, as you see her, the beautiful statue I have behind me, like her arms open, she's just like this winds of abundance. Wherever you feel lack or scarcity, and there's no judgment on what that is, they absolutely can be material things. And it might be other things. You might feel lacking in joy. You might feel lacking in friendship and support. So whatever it is, she is bringing the winds of abundance. And so feel or perceive or just know that there is this beautiful element of wind. And it's not an uncomfortable wind, but it is this wind of embrace. And it's clearing away any trauma that might make you feel lacking physical health, an abundance of physical health. And so we keep traveling up to the crown, right? We're moving up from the earth up to the crown. And see your crown chakra open, that lotus flower open and radiating up to the heavens, to the sky. So just as our roots were deep and open, now our crown is open to receive these transmissions today and the next 6 days, right? These 7-day journey. Whether you listen to it live, whether you listen to the replay, whether you end up catching the replay out of order, it is all woven in here that you will receive it exactly as you are meant to receive it. And so then we land in our heart. And so I invite you to bring the palms of your hands over your heart center, or just your awareness there, whatever feels right for you. Knowing that your heart is a temple, is a portal. And call forth your soul and call forth your priestess medicine. And please know, I was praying about this before we started, that this goes beyond whatever gender you identify with. Certainly, most of my clients and students are women, but men have a priestess within as well. And if you don't identify with either gender, there is this, if you're called to this transmission, if you're called to these teachings, there is a priestess energy. There is an energy of that holy woman and holy man within all of us. And so we call forth that energy, that receptive, powerful energy that is attuned to the divine. That is guiding your path. And as you do that, you please know that that your soul is in charge. Your soul knows what you are ready for. Your soul knows what healing you need today. Your soul knows what you are ready to release. And your soul knows it better than your ego or intellect could know. So I invite all of us to surrender to the wisdom of our soul. It's not me who is guiding, I'm facilitating, I'm creating, I'm channeling, but your soul is in charge of your healing journey. And so as you welcome your soul to be here in charge, I invite, and I called this forth before we started, but I invite your guardian angels, your guides, your spiritual allies, the ones that are working so closely with you right now, your star family. I invite them to surround you in so much love and grace. And then I call on a circle of protection, of empowerment, of love to surround all of us, everyone here live, everyone catching the replay, whenever you catch the replay, whether it's later today or 5 years from now. There is woven a beautiful circle of grace and miracles. And of course, Mother Mary was here in the beginning, and I call her beautiful Mother Mary, the high priestess, ascended master teacher that she is. This goes beyond any sort of dogma or doctrine connected to any religion, any one religion. This isn't to say that if you connect with her in a way that's connected to a particular path or tradition, of course, please honor that. This is only to remind all of us that Mother Mary, just as all of the ascended masters, go way beyond any one specific religious path. So we welcome Mother Mary. I call on the ancient ones, the ancestors past and future. I call on the archangels. I call on beautiful Mary Magdalene, Grandmother Anna, and I welcome beautiful Ascended Master Jesus as well, who was so devoted to the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. And I call upon the earth guides, the fairy, the fae, the elementals, all who are anchored in unconditional love. That is the only energy that is welcome here as far as our allies, those that don't have any sort of agenda. They are just here as unconditionally loving beings. And they surround this circle now, this 7-day journey across all space and time. And of course, we welcome Source, Spirit, the Divine, God, Creator, Great Mystery, whatever word you use. And I just feel really the mother energy, the mother, the face of God as mother, the great mother, the face of Source as the great mother, to be here. And so I want to read to you a little. I pulled a card before I started, from the Mother Mary Oracle. And I really asked, what is this journey about? What else do you want me to know? And it was this card. I don't know if you can see it. Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. Can you see? Hopefully you can see that. Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. And so I really resonate with that word miracles. And just to unpack that word a little bit, please know that miracles we're living in a time where we are being invited to step into the realm of the miraculous. So that it's not like, oh, miracles are this special thing that happen on only this special time. That these times we're living in are really inviting us to elevate into the space of having miracles every day, of channeling miracles, of being vessels for miracles. And so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to read this little section that Mother Mary wanted me to read out loud. And I love this. This is, I really feel, because my question was, what is the message, right, for this journey? And it says, this oracle, so this message brings you a special task if you are willing to accept it. This task is to become a sacred vessel through which the miracles of the Mother can be made manifest. I'm going to read that again. The task is to become a sacred vessel through which the miracles of the Mother can be made manifest. And then it says, throughout history, there are stories of ordinary people who were asked by Mother Mary to perform some task or other. And those stories, right? That Mother Mary or other ascended masters, but specifically Mother Mary, because she really, she can really interact with us in our human life, where Mother Mary invites us to do something. Like she invited me, it wasn't an order, but she invited me to do this 7-day journey. And I was like, at first I was like, yes, because like sometimes when you're with Mother Mary, it's like, you're just like in love, right? I feel that like, and then of course our ego takes over. And I was like, I can't do this. I have so many classes, so many already my calendar seemed really full. And yet she was like, her invitation, she never pushes, but her invitation did not waver. And so I could have said no, and I tried. I looked at my calendar and I was like, what if we do it at the end of April? But it was like, no, this is when it was supposed to happen. So this might seem like a little example, but it's just to illuminate how it might show up for you. I'm not saying it's going to be about teaching classes, although it might be, but that Mother Mary's going to show up and invite you to take on the mantle of this special task. Now, what I want to say about the special task, so she wants me to stop here. This special task is not about Mother Mary. It's not that she's like, oh, I have all these things that I need to get done. Can you help me? No, it's a special task actually that is part of your destiny, that is part of your promise to yourself, right? I've talked about that, right? And it's not about pleasing Mother Mary, as wonderful as that can feel or can seem. Mother Mary's not here for that. She is here as a mentor for you, to keep reminding you of what your special task or your if you want to call it, I usually call it your sacred mission, your unique soul's medicine, your priestess path, of what that is. That is the special task. And so this card of miracles, Our Lady of Manifest Miracles, it's really saying, can we surrender? Can we release control Can we step into the unknown so that this special task can be achieved by us in the most miraculous ways? And this means that it will often not feel like you're in control, or sometimes not make that much sense. Like this, like what I just shared. In my mind, it made sense that I would block off 7 days and be able to say, okay, for these 7 days at 1 o'clock every day is when I'm going to have this transmission. But that's not how it unfolded. And why is that? As I was talking to Mother Mary, as I was connecting and praying, it was like, well, I wasn't ready to hear that invitation before about doing this transmission and doing it on YouTube. This is a different platform for me. All these other things had to be put into place. And so it's all in this wonderful, beautiful, divine timing. And this is what, for these 7 days, there is a divine timing that is happening. And so that's the question. What is your task? What is your special task? Right now, today, this week, this cycle, my Instagram live this week was all about the first quarter. So that's what Mother Mary is really, as we step into this next month of April, that month of Easter, what is your special task? And this is a task that nobody else can accomplish. Now, your ego might want to overcomplicate it. Like, oh my gosh, it means all of this work or research. And that is not what this is about. And so we're going to go into our meditation with Mother Mary for you to receive guidance on what is your special task. Your special task that Mother Mary will be with you throughout all of it. And this special task that is meant to bring you joy and blessings and abundance. This is not about suffering and sacrifice. However, it always requires us to stretch, to do things that are uncomfortable. They're not uncomfortable because they're not meant to be done. They're uncomfortable because they are threatening to our ego, right? Because our ego likes everything to make sense and to be tidy and to know all the steps. And that's not how our soul speaks to us. And so let's go into this meditation with Mother Mary about your special task in April, and for you to receive all of the blessings and support and resources that are here for you for that. What is she saying? It's like for that holy, this is what she's showing me, that holy puzzle piece that you hold. And so I invite you to close your eyes and take some nice cleansing breaths. And I invite you to, it's all of us travel together to this beautiful sacred forest. And it's this beautiful sacred forest where Mother Mary wants to have this conversation with you. And you find yourself in this grove of trees. And it's this beautiful, beautiful trees. Strong and loving and ancient and powerful. And you recognize as you step into this grove of trees that you've been here before. You've been in this grove before. And as you take a few breaths, your body is, these trees are helping your body to prepare to receive this transmission from Mother Mary. Because the trees, just as all of nature, they have no resistance to receiving blessings. They just receive. So receive this transmission from the trees that is helping you to receive more openly, more fully, more joyfully than before. And as that happens, you start to notice a breeze. The branches of the trees start to sway. There's this breeze that is gathering, this wind that is gathering. Perhaps your hair starts to kind of blow in the wind a little more. And as you look there in front of you, there starts to gather an energy of light. There is this light in front that is coalescing, that is gathering. And it looks very sparkly. And it starts to gather together almost like a star cluster. And it starts to take shape, this figure in front of you made of these golden stars. And it starts to take shape as you start to notice the beautiful figure of Mother Mary before you. And she is standing there in this beautiful golden cloak. Beautiful golden stars. And there's this gold energy just radiating from her. And you're aware, maybe more than ever before, how she is so expansive, so vast, and so grounded. I'm so aware of that in this moment, as she is so connected to the earth as well. That in this moment, she's showing up in this way, just glowing, just radiant, and at the same time, very connected to the earth. And she's doing this, she's saying, because she is transmitting that energy to you. She's transmitting that you can be both so connected to spirit and the divine and so present and grounded. And so with all of her magnificence, you still feel so intimately connected with her in this moment. And we know that she is with everyone here, whether you're here live or watching the replay. And yet you feel, you know that she is also as present to you as if she was only there with you. And if there's any part of you that feels unworthy for whatever reason, she just invites you to let that go. Lay it down, as she said in the beginning, lay it down. She sees you, she knows your truth. And so in this space, you are asking her, beautiful Mother Mary, what is my special task this month of April? What is the special task I am meant to complete? What is the special task? And whether you hear it yet or not, she is answering and it's going in your heart. And as she answers, she's also sending a packet of grace to provide all of the support you need to fulfill that special task. And so some of the special tasks might include releasing trauma and grief, fully stepping into the truth of who you are, loving yourself, practicing self-love in a deeper way than you've ever before, committing to a prayer or meditation practice, one that feels just right for you. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be complicated. For some of you, it might be teaching that class that you've been putting off, showing up more boldly in your offerings, saying yes to whatever it hasn't been time to say yes to yet, but now is the time. What is your special task? And for some of you, it might be, embracing, connecting with your inner child in a different way than you've ever before. And for, that is all of our special tasks, always in a way. So yeah, so Mother Mary wants to say something about that with our inner child, that she understands why we can have so much fear and resistance to that. She does, your holy soul understands and does not judge that in any way. And so if the prospect of connecting with your inner child brings up resistance or fear or just overwhelm, that's okay. All that is required, what Mother Mary is reminding right now, she's like, all that is required is just your willingness. Even if you're like, I am terrified, but I am willing, or I have no clue how to do this, but I'm willing. Just your willingness is opening up a channel of grace to your heart. And, one of my teachers really, brought this prayer to my awareness, and I'm going to share it here. Just like, God, source, surprise me, show me how easy this can be. So let's have that prayer for this month of April. Show me, God, show me, Spirit Divine, how easy it can be for me to connect with my inner child this month. Show me how easy it can be for me to fulfill this special task that only I can fulfill. Show me how easy it can be to do that with abundance, with ease. Show me how easy it can be to notice the trauma I may be holding in my body, have compassion for it, and let it move through my body and into the earth for recycling. Surprise me, show me how easy this can be. And so in this moment, we pray together that we have the grace to allow that ease. Because I know I have, as many of you have had so much suffering and hard work and sacrifice in my life, in this lifetime and others, that it feels like a revolutionary, radical act to trust that it can be filled with ease, even when we're doing things that are stretching us past our comfort zone. So we pray together, beautiful God, Source, Divinity, Spirit, that we may have the grace, the miracles, the reminders, the courage to trust that you always have our back, to trust that this journey forward of leadership is meant to be one where we are supported emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, and always, so that we can be blessed as we bless others and bless this world. We have done it the other way many, many times. And we've done it where we've sacrificed, where we've been martyrs. We've had lifetimes where we've been killed and all sorts of things. We did that. And many times in those lifetimes, we did it willingly. Not that we liked it, but we were so devoted to our path. And that's not what this lifetime is about. And so receive that grace, receive that blessing, receive that healing. As Mother Mary brings a golden crown above your head. It's this golden crown of stars. She places it on your head, and it's not heavy, but it is there. And this golden crown of stars that is gonna, she's saying it's gonna dissolve and be infused into your energy body throughout these 7 days to continue to help bless you and integrate all of the teachings and the healing and the transmissions that is here on this journey that we're taking together. And she reminds you that you can come to this grove of trees whenever you are called to. And so we thank the trees. We thank Mother Mary. Thank your beautiful, beautiful soul. Thank your inner child, your inner children. They thank you. And we close this inner journey. So we bring the palms of our hands together with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. This was longer than I thought it was going to be, but it's the opening ceremony. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. If there's anything you want to write in the chat, that would be lovely. I'm still getting used to the interface here, and it looks so different than when I do these on Instagram or Facebook. So it's nice when I can see like, oh yeah, there's somebody there. So anything from the experience or just anything you're called to share, feel free to do that. And if you're watching the replay, you can add that in the comments as well. So let me just tune in. Tomorrow, this will be at 2:00 Central Time. I will try to have all the times for the 7 days ready tomorrow to let you know. So 2:00 Central Time. Hope you can join me. And you know what? The names I see here are Laura, Judy, Zoe. I know there's more people. If you want to share your name on here, Deborah. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. So I'm just I don't think I'll be able to do this every time, but I'm going to pull a card for each of you. So Laura, I'm going to just, actually, you know what? Please tell me yes in the chat if you would like me to do that, because I don't want to assume, because this was going to be on my, it's going to be on the YouTube transmission. So if you are like, yes, pull a card for me, I will do that. If not, I will not. And we will end it right here. But what else do I want to say? Thank you for your patience with me as I get used to this new format. Yes, Judy. Okay, perfect. And Deborah saying yes as well. And Laura saying yes. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go in order here. Laura, this is from The Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. And I was really guided to pull from that card deck. So here we go. This was here. Laura, Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. There you go, Laura. Beautiful. And I'm just seeing that purple flame of transmutation. So much release is happening for you. Thank you, my dear. And I love that. Make room for good energy. All right. Laura and Judy said yes. All right, Judy. Oh, I love all these divine males. Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion, Judy. Your consciousness is expanding. In case you didn't know, this is validating that. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Bam, there you go. If you have not connected with Mahavatar Babaji, I highly, highly, highly suggest you do. He's so amazing in so many ways, but he really comes when we are getting ready to step into that next level. He's at that portal of our next level of leadership. So there you go. Thank you, Judy. Deborah, you're welcome, Laura. So Deborah and then Diane. Okay. Deborah, the Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, Deborah. Well, it doesn't say Deborah. I added that. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. All right, my dear. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. All of it is so powerful, but I really see that. And look at that dove of peace in her mouth, in her throat, right? Then it looks like she's got and that crescent moon on her third eye, Deborah. There you go. Unleash your spirit and express your gifts, right? And beautiful Diane. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. It does feel like for everyone a blessing. And just if there's anyone else on that would like for me to pull a card for them, say yes again. Okay, who was Diane? Okay. I'm like the comment feed. Okay. Diane, let's see, what is the message for you, Diane? Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming a reality, Diane. Stay focused. That's literally what it says. I added the Diane, but here. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Look at her. Which reminds me, I was going to talk about the Sophia Circle journey that we're starting in May, which, Diane, you're a part of. So look at this. So beautiful. And I love that Ankh on her throat chakra as well. Blessings for you, Diane. And I really feel like, yes, this card, all of the cards are special for that person, but I also feel like they're for everyone. And there's some empowerment really happening with our throat chakra. So awesome. There you go. Beautiful, Diane. And oh, Judy, you've been bringing Babaji into your meditation. I love that. And he works really closely with Kuan Yin. They're really beautiful twin flames, actually. So that's so beautiful, Judy. So, Nancy, right? Yes. Okay, Nancy, let's go with yours. Beautiful, Nancy. Nancy, green Tara. You all know how much I love green Tara. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. Look at her. Trust. And I love in the book, it says something like, something along the lines that whatever happened in the past, it's not going to be repeated again. That you can trust. You are safe to lead. Look at this. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. Beautiful green Tara. We welcome her here for all of us. Supreme protection. Yes, beautiful. Okay, Roxana, perfect. Thank you. I wanted to make sure. So Roxana, and I believe that'll be our last one. Roxana, you got charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. I love this card. I love prayer. I just feel like, and so this is, look at this beautiful angel, charity of prayer. And I love this. Connect with heaven, ask, and you shall receive. And remember, Mother Mary brought in these winds of abundance, right? These winds of like letting, this grace to let us receive all the abundance that will support us so that we can step into more leadership. There you go. All right. Blessings and joy, everyone. I'm so excited to see you tomorrow at 2:00 Chicago time, Central time, wherever you are at. It was such a joy to be here with you. And remember to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. And you can also hit that little bell and you'll be notified when the live transmission comes. And also let me slow down. I will also send it in my newsletter. So if you're watching this and you're not signed up to my newsletter, you can go to my website. I'll put it in the description and sign up for that. There's lots of exciting things happening. Bye, everyone. Thank you so, so much. Bye.